Hello, and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the 6th grade concept of expressions and equations, specifically how we can recognize the difference when they are written out in words, and we'll do it in 5 minutes or less. So, an expression is something that breaks down to a single value. So we might say, let's look at an example here, right? We might say, and I'm going to use words here because we need to be able to recognize them in words as well as with numbers. 3 times 9. So that would be an expression. Because if we just said 3 times 9 or 3 multiplied by 9, really what we're looking at is 3 times 9. So that simplifies down to 27. So this expression right here can be written in words, can be written with symbols there, and really it has that single value of 27. So let's look at an example of an equation to see how they're different. So we might say 4 is 2 less than 6. This is going to be an equation because instead of a single value, what it is it is a complete mathematical thought. So I'll just write complete math thought. The big thing that you're going to see here is it will have an equal sign. Now, when we're writing it out in words, it's going to be probably hidden by two different words. This word is going to be one way that we can write an equal sign. When I say 4 is, I can write 4. That is really stands for my equal sign, 2 less than 6. So I don't want to say 2 minus 6. You almost have to kind of write it in reverse order there because 2 less than 6 would end up with negative 4, and I'm wanting a positive 4. So I could say it like this. 4 is 2 less than 6. So this is an equation, not an expression, because of this equal sign. It's a complete thought because it's balanced on either side. That 4 has the same value of 6 minus 2, or 2 less than 6. And the equal sign makes it an equation rather than an expression. So let's look at another example here. This time we're going to look at the expression. We will say 8, and we'll just say 8 squared. Let's just keep it simple. So we're starting to deal with exponents here. Squared means what we're going to do is we're going to take our base here, 8, and we're going to raise it to the second power. That's really what that means. So that means 8 to the second power, or really that just means 8 times 8. So if we want to simplify that, we could say, all right, this expression, 8 squared, has that single value of 64, if you really want to break it down. But you notice what this expression is missing. It does not have an equal sign. So that's the difference. An expression does not have an equal sign, whereas an equation does. So what is a different way to write it in words? Well, sometimes they will just say straight out loud, equals, and they'll put that in the actual sentence itself. So they might say 3 plus a number equals, right? So we could use the word is. We might say equals. We'll say 6. So here's the other word. When you see it written out, that is most likely going to point to an equation, this equals. And that's a dead giveaway because that's literally what this is. That's an equal sign. Now, you notice they got a little bit interesting here because it's 3 plus a number. What does that mean? Well, that means that's a variable. We don't know what that is. So we would write it like this. We would say 3 plus, and then we would just choose any value to represent that. A lot of times we'll start with x. That's good for an unknown. So 3 plus x, you could choose y, you can choose n for number, doesn't really matter. And then we've got this equal sign right here, 6. And if we wanted to, we can think, well, 3 plus what makes 6? Okay, that plus a number, that, mystery number really can equal 3 itself, because 3 plus 3 makes 6. So that's really the difference between an expression and an equation. An expression is a single value. An equation will have is or equals to let you know it's complete mathematical thought.